Hi friends, I welcome you all for the channel of your UPSC friend. Continuing with the series of modern Indian history, today let's discuss regarding the Charter Act of 1833. The Charter Act of 1833 was also called as the St. Helena Act of 1833 or the Government of India Act 1833. Why the British Parliament passed this Charter Act of 1833? First Indian Revolution paved the way to new manufacturing process in Europe and US in the period between 1760 to 1840. Due to the huge spike in production, they were in the need of consumer market, and also the Charter Act of 1833 completely ended the trade monopoly of East India Company and confined it to be a administrative body, and it also started to allow the market to function on the basis of laissez faire, that is, without any interference or regulatory norms. Let's see the provisions of Charter Act of 1833. First provision, the Governor of Bengal was elevated to Governor General of India. Hope you remember when the Governor of Bengal was elevated to Governor General of Bengal, that is in Regulating Act of 1773. Now in the Charter Act of 1833, Governor General of Bengal was elevated to Governor General of India. Second provision, it deprived the Governor of Bengal, Governor of Bombay and Madras of their legislative powers. Third, it ended the activities of East India Company as a commercial body, which now became purely a administrative body. The fourth provision, it provided that the company's territories in India were held to be in the trust of His Majesty, his heirs, and his successors. The fifth provision, this act attempted to introduce a system of open competition for selection of civil servants. The Indian should not be debarred from holding any place, office, and employment under the company. In this fifth provision, it is very important to note here that this act only attempted to introduce the system of open competition for selection of civil servants. This act has many firsts. Let's see what are those. Lord William Bentinck was the first Governor General of India. For the first time, the Government of India having authority over the entire territorial area possessed by British in India. The Governor General's Council was to have 4 members. Initially, hope you remember, in the Pitt India Act, this Governor General Executive Council had Governor General plus 3 members. Now again this 3 members has increased to 4. The fourth member added was the Law Commission member. The first Law Commission member was Lord Macaulay. This commission was commissioned to codify the all Indian laws. Initially, the Hindu laws were used for the trials of Hindus in Hindu civil cases, and the Muslim laws for the trial of Muslim civil cases. But Muslim laws were used for all the criminal trials. This Macaulay Commission, these laws were tried to be codified. Split in Bengal Presidency. The Act provided for the Presidency of Bengal to be divided into two, that is, Presidencies of Agra and Fort William, but this never came into effect. Indians in government services. This was the first act that gave permission for Indians to have their share in the country's administration. It stated that merit should be the basis of employment to government services and not the birth, color, religion or race. The next thing here is slavery. This act also provided for the mitigation of slavery existing at that time in India. The British Parliament abolished the slavery in Britain and all its possessions in 1833. This is regarding the Charter Act of 1833. If you like my video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.